I think the influence that came out of Vertigo from the writers and artists who created so many great stories, experimenting and just challenging what you could do in mainstream comics, was a really big deal, and I think has influenced so much of what's gone on in comics. Dark Horse has a similar sensibility to books that I've edited over the years. They've been at the forefront of creator ownership and creator rights. Over the years, Dark Horse has always taken chances as a publisher. I realized I wanted to have some place where I could get in and create comics with, the best writers and artists around. And I looked around, and frankly, Dark Horse was sort of the light on the hill. Actually, I worked with Tony and Joel Rose on a graphic novel called Get Jiro. Bourdain is a huge comics fan from back in the day, and he and Joel are longtime friends, and Joel's a writer as well. He's a novelist. So he sent me this pitch for Hungry Ghosts, and it's sort of based on this game that samurai would play, where they would sit around all these candles and they try to one-up each other, because with samurai it's all about courage and how do you one-up the next person, how do you strike fear in their heart and soul. And so samurais would sit around and scare the shit out of these people, out of the others, and this was all done during the Edo period. So it was a great, beautiful feel to the art that was being produced in Japan at that period. And then this game sort of got a resurgence around, 50 years ago as a cult thing where people would sit around and tell stories. So what Hungry Ghosts is a sort of reimagining